I'm trying an experiment where I am charging the Jackery and trying to replenish it after using the Jackery to charge the ePropulsion battery. So here we have the Jackery at about 68%, and it's currently charging at about 100 watts. These are two 100 watt solar panels, and they're not optimally angled toward the sun. And this one's about to be in a little bit of shade, where it actually has a little bit of shade from the trees. But in any case, I'm trying to see how quickly they can charge the Jackery after it has charged the ePropulsion. And I'll explain why in a moment. So before I get to that, if this works, what I'll do is mount the two panels in the boat. I'll have the Jackery down here on either side of the centerboard trunk. Either put it over here or over there, and then lay a panel here and lay a panel over there. That's one way I could do it. I'm very conscious of the fact that it's not going to have complete coverage. So depending on the angle of the boat, as the boat heels, or the time of day, or the position of the sun relative to the sail, one of the panels could very well be in shade. So I'm only going to be getting charged from maybe one when the other might be in shade. Another configuration I might do is to put I'm going to have my bedding system in the boat. I've got a swag, which is a small tent with the mattress and everything rolled up in it. It's quite large. I'll probably have that positioned here, and it's very large and bulky. And I could also position the panels over the top of the swag, sort of in an inverted V, on either side, or both sides. So those are some options in terms of like positioning the panels. The reason why I'm trying to do this is because I'll show some pictures here on screen in a moment. But when I tried to charge the ePropulsion battery with just one solar panel, it charged very slowly. It charged about 2% in 2 hours, so roughly 1% per hour. Also, I tried an experiment when I was down in Apalachicola Bay, where I was working with regenerative charging. So that is, while I am sailing the boat, the motor is down, positioned in the water, and as the propeller is being spun by the force of the water coming across it, it's actually recharging the battery. And I found that was also very, very slow. It was trickle charging. When I was at a good speed, I was lucky to get 20 watts being put back into the battery. So it would take 1 to 2 hours to bump the battery up by 1%. So that's not going to work. So I'm hopeful that I can charge the battery, the ePropulsion battery, with the Jackery using the AC option here at 110 volts. This does charge the ePropulsion quite well. So within 2 hours, I was able to get almost 20% put back into the ePropulsion battery. I've got some pictures here I'll show on screen of the before and after using the Jackery to charge the ePropulsion. So my plan is use the Jackery ACs to charge the ePropulsion, and then use the two panels to charge the Jackery. And here we are 2 hours later, and the Jackery is charged up to about 77%. So I think we started at around 62, 63, something like that. So we've come up 15% in 2 hours, which is pretty good. So earlier I mentioned that we were able to charge the ePropulsion from the Jackery upwards of 20% in about 2 hours. And here we can charge the Jackery back up 15% in 2 hours. I think this is very viable. I think this is definitely doable. I'm going to do some more experiments and we shall see, but So far, so good, and I'm really pleased with how this is going so far, and I think it's very promising.